Hello everyone, thank you for watching Mad Trucks with Marcos, and today we have a 2016 Jeep Wrangler. It is Southern Comfort's JKM1. It's a really cool Jeep. We've started to see a few of the Jeeps roll off the line. We're starting to really build up our inventory, so you can check out all our custom Jeeps and trucks at CunisCountryTrucks.com. And if you haven't subscribed already, please click the subscribe button. That way we can keep on churning out videos and making them better for you guys. So we're gonna walk around this one and check it out. Alrighty guys, so at the front here, we have SCA's steel bumper. This Jeep was a backwoods, so it already had the steel bumper on the front. SCA kind of wanted to up it a little bit, so they put this really nice, this is a full width bumper. On the M2, they do have the stubby bumper, so this is SCA's full width bumper. It does have the stinger bar on it. Stinger bar is really nice because it really opens up your options as far as what you can put on it. It does already have a 10-inch light bar down here. You could relocate the light bar, you could add another light bar, you could put round lights up here. Really, the possibilities are endless as far as the stuff that we can add up there. It does have the winch plate, so if you wanted to add a winch to this, it is basically ready for it. It has all the brackets in there, so you can pretty much bolt up a winch and you are ready to go. It does have the spots for the D-rings, which are nice if you go on a trail, if you gotta pull yourself out, pull somebody else out. It is nice. It's going to save the rest of the vehicle. So this color is the granite metallic. I just want to point out it's a really sharp color. They've been doing it now for a little bit on the Wranglers, and it's just nice. It's, you know, it's a little darker than your typical silver, but when the sun hits it, it has a ton of metallic flake in it. And SCA does do a great job matching. So they painted these wheel flares. This wheel flare is wider than what the factory wheel flare would have been. That is going to add some protection. It's also going to make sure that the wheels and tires don't stick out too far. But yeah, they are the more aggressive. They have the rivets in them. More aggressive style, but yeah, they do match it to the body color, which is the granite, and they do a great job with that. Their paint facility down there is amazing. And you can tell in the paint, you know, there's no dust, there's no specks, there's no bugs in the paint. It's really, really great. So wheels and tires, it's a 20-inch wheel, and as far as tire, it's a 325 60/20, ends up being just around a 35-inch tire, similar to what we've seen on the Black Widows that they've done for us. So to put that big a tire on a Jeep is great. It gives it the stance that a lot of Jeep owners are looking for, and it is obviously going to help us off-road. To accommodate the bigger tires, it does have a SCA's 3-inch suspension lift on it, and the suspension lifts are great. You know, I was driving the Jeep over here. It handles great on the bumps. You drive it and you don't necessarily feel like you're driving, you know, a lifted up Jeep with huge tires on it. It's really well mannered. It's still easy to maneuver, very predictable on the road, which is really nice when you're going to drive it more on the road than you will on the trail. Moving around to the side here. So JKM1 badging on the fender. This is SCA's rock rail. So much like they have on their G2 truck, these are adjustable and removable. So depending on where you like it, you can move them to the perfect spot to get in and out of the vehicle. And if you know for sure you're gonna be on the trail and that extra 3-4 inches of ground clearance is gonna make a difference for you, you can actually pull them off, and then your ground clearance, you know, it's pretty much all the way up to here. You can keep the rail, so if you do go over a log or hit a rock or something, if anything, you hit this rock rail before you would hit the body. It is going to be a lot more money to place body work than it would be to, you know, replace a rock rail. A lot of people, they damage them, and that's what they're for, so they don't even bother replacing them. But it is nice. We do get the option with the removable step. Moving around to the back. So these graphics that you see here, and we'll show them up on the hood, that is part of the package from Jeep, but it looks really nice on this Jeep, so they left it alone. But you got the graphics here, you'll have some on the hood. The fender flares, again, all the way around, all 4 of them. The back ones are not as wide as they are in the front, but that's just the way the Jeeps are naturally shaped. But again, they match really well. So this steel bumper actually came with the Jeep, part of the original package I had mentioned. So it is a nice bumper, not too much more you could do in the aftermarket world unless you wanted to add a tire carrier. The tire carrier isn't necessary in this application because it's only a 35-inch tire. Once you get to a 37, then you really start to pack on the weight. You definitely want the tire carrier built into the bumper. But in this scenario, heavy-duty tire carrier is more than enough to handle the full-size spare wheel and tire. And then with the heavy-duty carrier, it also gives us the 3rd brake light extension, so that by going with the bigger wheel and tire, we don't cover up the brake light. And one other thing while I'm talking about the wheels and tires, I want to mention Southern Comfort does recalibrate the speedometer on these. Obviously, going to a way different size wheel and tire is going to change how your speedometer performs, so they do recalibrate that for you. So when you drive it off the lot, you know, it's pretty much like as if you were to take any other Jeep off the lot. So hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask.